It is time now for the PHL New News Report for this Friday afternoon, February 13th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. 12 noon news headlines here. Our top story at 12 noon here is President Barack Obama uses an Apple iPhone on the campaign trail 2012 as Obama expected to take executive action on Friday aimed at increasing collaboration between the government and tech companies on cybersecurity issues. Ukraine and the EU should officially coordinate action for all the parties to comply with the Minsk agreements, President Petro Poroshenko said in a joint statement with the European Council President Donald Tusk following an informal EU summit in Brussels. Authorities in North Carolina have yet to label the killings of 3 young Muslims for a possible hate crime, but 150 civil rights and faith groups want the federal government to do just that. In London, Greek stocks and bonds returned to the pre-election levels on Friday, with its investors anticipating the new Syriza-led government was close to reaching a deal with its international creditors. Nigerian Boko Haram militants have carried out an attack at Chad overnight, the first such assault of Chadian officials said. Fierce fighting surged on Friday in eastern Ukraine as Russian-backed separatists mounted a major sustained offensive to capture a strategic railway hub ahead of a weekend ceasefire deadline. The diplomatic exodus from crisis-wrapped Yemen expanded Friday that with Saudi Arabia joining Western nations and closing embassy operations as rebel factions cement control in the capital and Al-Qaeda fighters make gains elsewhere. Peshawar, Pakistan. Taliban militants stormed a Shiite Muslim mosque in northwestern Pakistan on Friday, killing about 20 people in a wave of gunfire and explosions before the siege ended, officials said. In Missoula, Montana, a Montana man was on the hunt, not as a defensive when he shot and killed a German high school student who was trespassing in his garage. A judge sentenced the man to 70 years in prison with no parole possible for all. As of Friday, Dale and Edwy counties in Alabama are now issuing a marriage license to all couples, including same-sex couples. Henry County Private Judge David Money said in a provided statement in the light of a ruling Thursday from U.S. Exasperated New England is still digging out from it. 3 major storms that left 6 feet of snow in many areas are braced with what's expected to be a never-punishing winter blast. And I got more of that coming up on the weather segment of the Peter Channel New News course in a couple of minutes. Here, the Eurozone's troubled economy grew faster than expected in the final quarter of last year, raising hopes that it could finally strengthen in 2015 after years of near stagnation. Dakota Johnson is coming out of her shell. The 50 Shades of Grey actress who played the original Anastasia Steele showed up some serious skin at the premiere of the highly anticipated film at the Berlin Film Festival on Wednesday. Taylor Swift was missing in accident on Thursday when Kanye West debuted his Adidas collaboration as part of a New York Fashion Week. The people nearest to him showed their support by sitting in the front row, including Hailey Baldwin, Beyonce, and Justin Bieber. In San Jose, California, as bad as recent droughts in California, the Southwest and the Midwest have been said to say far worse mega droughts are coming. They are about to last for decades. In Washington, the world's oceans are clogged with plastic debris, but how much it finds a way to seize annually. A new treatment option for repatriating the refrigerated thyroid cancer, DTC, which has progressed despite radioactive therapy, has been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration today. Scientists have known for some time that the closer a person with Ebola is to death, the more infectious they are. A dead body with Ebola has been frequently referred to as a viral bomb. Alright, take a look at a stock market report at 12:03 here. In the Dow, 18,016.52, up 44.14. S&P 529.3.95, up 5.47. And Nasdaq 4879.82, up 22.20. DAX 10,963.40, up 43 and 3/4. FTSE 6873.52, up 45.41. CAC 404759.36, up 33.16. Asia markets Nikkei 17913.36, down 66.36. Shanghai 3204.61, up 31.19. HSI 24682.34, up 260.39. Oil markets 52.86, up $1.65. Brent 61.29, up $2.01, and natural gas 2.725, up 1,200 points. Gold markets 1229.10, up 8.40. Silver 17.33, up 536,000 points, and copper 2.604, up 2,000 points. US 10-year 2.0104%, up to 4,000 points. German 10-year 0.344%, down 5,000 points. And Japanese 10-year 0.425%, up 7,000 points. And FX bonds, European US dollar 1.142%, unchanged. US dollar Japanese yen 118.73, down 37 cents. And Great Britain US dollar 1.5391, up 9,000 points. In the commodities here, wheat 532 up 10 3/4. Soybean 996 1/2 up 12 3/4. Corn 388 up 5. Sugar 14.92 down 12 cents. Coffee 163.30 down $1.25. Cotton 62.60 up 12 cents. Rough grass 10.45 up 12 cents. And cocoa 29.70 up 15. Live cattle 153.90 up 2.775. Lean hogs 66.375 up 1.875. And FT cattle 203.925 up 3625. And take a look at New England Insults here at 12:06 here on this. All right, let's take a look at sports news here. The Baltimore Ravens, Ray Rice has apologized to the Ravens fans in a statement. The murder trial of ex-NFL star Aaron Hernandez resumed today with a judge ruling that prosecutors can show video of him dismantling his cell phone today after Orton Lloyd was killed. Jackie Robinson, West Side's attorney to investigate punishment. In Chicago, the rest of the NBA left them behind, but New York, the summer lookouts left them alone to settle the differences, so there was something almost inappropriate had happened in Chicago and Cleveland as the only game on the schedule there last night before. And tonight, the Boston Bruins will be out in Vancouver tonight, taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Time, 10 p.m., which is 7 o'clock their time here. And the Knock Lancers boys varsity basketball team will take on the Hopkinton Hills in the final regular season game of the season at Noontime. Game time, 6:30 p.m. As if the Lancers can get a win here, they'll have a home playoff game at Noontime. So that should be good. Peter Chell News Time is now 12:07 here, and time now for a travel report here on this Friday afternoon, the Friday the 13th. And it shows smooth sailing highways, byways in New England there on this. And Route 24 on the northbound side, slow in the Avon stretch. That's because we have an accident on Route 24. On the northbound side around Route 139 in Randolph and Stoughton, so expect some delays around Route 24. And we got some road work on Route 24 northbound in the Brockton-Avon line here. And in Brockton and road construction on Route 24. Road construction right lane closed on Route 24 northbound before Route 27 and 6 at 18 here. And 495 on the northbound side. So from Route 38 to Route 3 in Tewksbury due to an accident on 495 near Route 38 in Lowell. So expect delays here. And take a look at the MBTA up alert so far here. And Green Line D branch experienced minor eastbound delays due to a disabled train at Beaconsfield Station. Green Line E service suspended between Brigham Circle and Heath Street. Please use Route 39 bus for service between Brigham Circle and Heath Street. The on-time will resume weekday service again and the start of service on Friday, February 13, 2015, as please continue to anticipate delays. And buses will place the Red Line Braintree branch from service from JFK to UMass to Braintree Station Sunday, February 15 from start to end of service. Red Line experiencing minor delays to a disabled train at JFK UMass Station. Bus will replace Mattapan trolley service between Ashmont and Mattapan Station all day on Friday, February 13th due to severe weather. And Silver Line, all bus routes are experiencing minor delays due to weather-related issues here. Alright, let's take a look at the commuter rail, and it's a lot of delays here. Fairmont line 4 delays here. Fitchburg South Ector line 2 delays. Fairmont Worcester line's got 2 delays. Frank line 3 delays. Greenbush line 2 delays. Haverhill line 1 current delay. Kingston Plymouth line 1 delay. Middlebury Lakeville line 2 delays here. Needham line 1 current delay. Newburyport Rockport line 2 current delays. And Providence Stoughton line 1 delay due to a mechanical problem. The train 8:14, 9:10 a.m. from Wickford Junction delay 25 to 30 minutes due to an earlier mechanical problem here. Peter Chell News Time 12:10, time and a half for our weather report here. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12:10 p.m. 14 degrees on temperature with fair skies. Humidity at 38%. Wind speed northwest about 15 gusts and 22 miles per barometer. 29.97 inches, dew about 7 below. Visibility 10 miles and it feels like 1 below 0 here. Our current conditions here around the region here, it is 10 above in Boston. It's 6 in Bedford, 9 in Fitchburg and Beverly, and in Haverhill it's 7 above in Gloucester. It's 5 above in Worcester, 6 above in Sturbridge, 5 above in Webster, 12 in Milford. It's 10 in Norwood, 13 in Taunton, 12 in New Bedford. It's 14 in Plymouth and Chatham. It's 10 in Falmouth, 12 in Martha's Vineyard, 15 in Nantucket. It's 12 in New Bedford. It's 13 in Taunton. It's 9 above in Smithfield, and in Providence 10 in Wesley, 12 in Block Island. There it is 17 in New York City, 14 in Islip, 13 in Montauk, 11 in Long Island. It's 12 in Bridgeport, 9 in New Haven. It's 10 above in Danbury and in Meriden, 3 above in Waterbury, 11 in Hartford, 9 in Winslow. It's 8 in Springfield, 7 in Amherst, 9 in Greenfield, 6 in Athol, Massachusetts, 2 in North Adams, Massachusetts, and Albany, New York. It's 1 below in Pittsfield, it's 6 above in Saratoga Springs, 0 in Rutland, 1 below in Barrington, 1 below in Bradford, Vermont. It's 4 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 7 in Keene, New Hampshire, 4 in Jaffa, New Hampshire, 3 in Lacona, New Hampshire, 6 in Concord, New Hampshire, 8 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 10 above in Nashville, New Hampshire, and 5 above in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 12 above in Portland, Maine. Here, and the water temperature is 38 degrees here. Taking a look at our current surface map around the country shows a cold front from southwestern British coming out to sea. A cold front from southwestern Saskatchewan stretching down from northeast Montana down from North Dakota. A pink front from north central Minnesota stretching into southwestern Ontario. Get a warm front down from Minnesota. A stationary front down from Dakotas down from Nebraska. Merge with a warm front from southwestern Iowa down from eastern Kansas down from Oklahoma. Got a cold front from the southeastern tip of Texas and stretching into the Gulf of Mexico down from southern Florida and down out to sea. Get a front down for the California coastline off the bar California coastline here. Front down for Quebec and down from the northeast tip of New Brunswick here. And low pressure around Nebraska and a ridge of low pressure around north central Ontario here. And we got a ridge of high pressure covered much of the inter-Pacific Northwest here. Another high pressure in south central Texas around San Antonio and a high pressure around western Kentucky here. It is 11 above in Detroit and in Chicago, 18 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 10 above in Pittsburgh. It's 20 in Washington, D.C., 30 in Atlanta, Georgia, 63 in Miami, Florida, it's 61 in Brownsville, Texas, 43 in Dallas, Texas, 26 in Kansas City and Omaha, Nebraska, 37 in Great Falls, Montana, 47 in Seattle, 56 in San Francisco, 62 in Los Angeles, that's 55 in Las Vegas, 34 in Salt Lake City, 40 in Denver, 63 in Phoenix, Arizona, and 36 out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. Okay, take a look at a radar situation around the country here. And it shows snow showers around eastern Nova Scotia around western and southeastern portions of Newfoundland, as that is once our storm yesterday brought us some snow. It's now snowing around the Canadian Maritimes here and snowing around eastern Wisconsin and stretching on the eastern UP of Michigan and the northeastern portions of Ontario. Snowing around west central portions of Michigan and off the northeastern Illinois here and off central portions of Illinois. And we will take a look at what is going on around Chicago here, and it shows some snow showers around Winnetka and around Lake Forest and around Waukegan, north of Chicago here, and stretch up into Kenosha, Racine, Caledonia, Oak Creek, and around Milwaukee, Menominee Falls, and Cedarburg. And snowing up in Green Bay, so the Chicago, Milwaukee, Green Bay corridor and up in the Marquette are going to have a snowy midday, and it's snowing west of Fargo in North Dakota. It's raining around southwestern portions of British Columbia here. Raining in portions of southwest British Columbia. Raining around southeastern portions of Alaska. And it's raining around central portions of British Columbia here. And some snow and sleet around northeastern portions of British Columbia. And some snow and rain showers around central portions of Alberta. And snow around south central Saskatchewan. Rain and sleet around south central portions of Alberta here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows highly amplified weather pattern across the United States. Very cold weather continues east of the Rocky Mountains and warm and dry conditions for California and the desert southwest. The overall weather pattern over the next couple of days will be featured with a pronounced upper level over the eastern half of the country and a big upper level ridge for the western states, and the result is that upper level winds are blown from the northwest and southeast with low pressure systems dropping southward out of Canada towards the east coast, and this will keep the west coast and the mountain west warmer and drier than normal, and the central and east part of the United States much colder and unsettled. The warmest temperature expected over southern California and southern Arizona, where more than 80 degrees will be expected around that region here. Within this flow from Canada will be a potent shortwave disturbance law tracking southward from the Nunavut province into northern Canada. A surface low and strong cold front will accompany this feature as it tracks over the Great Lakes and in the northeast United States with a massive surface high pressure area settling beyond it. This will be undergo what meteorologists call Miller Beat type cyclogenesis near the New England coast, and this occurs when a low pressure system approaching from the west transfers its energy to a coastal low that rapidly intensifies and deepens. This coastal low is forecast to become an intense noise with heavy snow and blizzard conditions for eastern North England by Sunday morning. That same storm will usher in truly air mass beyond it with some of the coldest weather of the season in parts of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast United States for this weekend, as high temperatures are expected to be 20 to 30 degrees below normal by February standards here, with afternoon readings in the single digits and teens and 26 ending in Virginia and North Carolina. The strong winds will combine with these frigid temperatures to produce brutal sub-zero wind chills. Alright, let's take a look at forecast discussion around the region here. High pressure approaches from the Great Lakes this afternoon and builds over the waters tonight, and strong Arctic northwest winds will diminish this afternoon and evening, and low pressure diving south from Arctic Canada will jump into the New England coast starting down and may bring some blizzard conditions for parts of the coastal southern New England there. This is followed by some of the coldest area of the season, and another storm system expected by midweek here. Near term until 6 p.m. this evening, lingering wind chills around 15 below. By mid-morning, so we continue the wind chill advisory for early afternoon, and high pressure over the Great Lakes with a pressure gradient over New England created a channel of gusty northwest winds. This is maintained in the flow of Arctic air into the southern New England, and this gradient and winds should diminish this afternoon. This will help diminish the wind chill, but still cold, with values around 0 into the single numbers below 0. Modern surroundings are shown on Mixler was up to 925 millibars. The temperatures at 925 millibars around 17 below Celsius to 20 below Celsius, which would support maximum surface temperatures roughly about 5 to 15 degrees, and this coast exists in maximum temperatures until only minor changes will be expected here. And we're experiencing this afternoon time, so it'll be a frigid Friday the 13th afternoon here, as we're going to see temperatures here in the teens for much of eastern New England here, around 7 New York and up to New Hampshire and up to Maine, while we're seeing some single digits around the western Berkshires and up to upstate New York and up to Vermont here, and up to northern New Hampshire here. Alright, let's take a look at the latest weekend snowstorm here. A storm total snow here, 8 to 10 inches from Manchester to Nashua, down for Fitchburg, Worcester, Bedford, down for Foxborough, down for Taunton and New Bedford here. So, 8 to 10 inches also for Outer Cape Downs and northern Martha's Vineyard here. 6 to 8 inches around Rhode Island and south coast of Massachusetts, around eastern Connecticut up to western Massachusetts, except 4 to 6 inches west of Springfield, down for Windsor, and 6 to 8 inches also can be expected for Hartford here. And I'm expecting the jackpot to be 10 to 14 inches from the South Shore, from Plymouth up to Boston and up to the North Shore and up to the Seacoast, New Hampshire. And I'm expecting Maine to get a lot of snow, up around over 1.5 to 2 feet of snow here. And a blizzard watch is in effect for much of Coastal Massachusetts up to southeastern New Hampshire up into Maine. Winter storm watch for inland eastern Massachusetts and all Rhode Island and around Connecticut and then up to New Hampshire here. Okay, the forecast back to wind gusts around midday Sunday. I'm expected wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour out in the Cape Downs there. 60 to 70 miles per hour around the Cape Downs there. This could be the greatest risk for power outages there. When you get inland, 50 miles per hour around Taunton, New Bedford, Plymouth, and up into Boston, up into Cape Ann. 40 miles per hour for Taunton and west up to Worcester, Fitchburg, Bedford, up to Lawrence, and straight to the western New England here. 50 miles per hour wind gust around southeastern Connecticut here and around much of Rhode Island here. For the marine headlines, a storm watch is in effect for coastal Massachusetts, coastal Rhode Island, and coastal Connecticut, and on Long Island Sound, and seacoast of New Hampshire. And maximum wave heights here, 3. 2024 seas way out to the shores of Massachusetts here. And coastal flooding could be possible Sunday, 7:28 a.m., 10.12 above the high tide sea level on Sunday for Boston, and for Sandwich, 7:28 a.m. at 9.27 high above sea level here. And Salisbury to Cape Ann, including Palm Mountain, both the risk for moderate coastal flooding and beach erosion. Cape Cod Bay shoreline, Sandwich with Dennis, significant beach erosion and also concerned with minor coastal flooding here. And South Shore, including Hull, Situate, and Marshfield, and risk of some overwash, especially in susceptible areas that we are hard hit in the previous blizzard. Storm surge expected 2.0 to 2.5. Storm surge heights from Salisbury to Cape Ann and waves approaching 20 feet just offshore for the Sunday morning high tide. Snow high covenants around 6 to 8 inches everywhere except around 8 to 12 inches along the coast with blizzard conditions Saturday afternoon through Sunday, and light fluffy snow and blowing and drifting likely and difficult travel. And winds normally 40 to 50 miles per across the interior and 60 plus miles per Cape Downs here. And time on Sunday and Sunday night, and strongest winds around midday and Sunday and be power outages possible here. High covenants will be out in the Cape Downs here, and for cold, high covenants all 7 New England here. Sunday night, for Tuesday. Extreme cold will become very problematic in areas which power outages occur. And coastal flooding 9 covenants, north face of beaches, Cape Cod Bay and Cape Ann, Sunday morning 9 tide, and modern pockets of moderate coastal flooding and beach erosion here. And we are under a winter storm watch effect from 3 p.m. on Saturday to 7 p.m. on Sunday, as winter storm watch remains in effect from Saturday afternoon for Sunday evening locations central and eastern Massachusetts way from the coast as well as all around here. Hazard types, appearance of heavy snow and gusty winds, and snow accumulation 6 to 10 inches. Time late Saturday into Sunday evening here. Impact periods of heavy snow will make travel conditions slippy and lead to low visibilities, and gusty winds and blown snow can lead to roof collapses on area roofs not cleared by previous snows. Winds 20 to 30 miles per hour to the northward, gusts up to 60 miles per hour, and visibility 1/4 mile less at times. And precaution preparedness actions. A winter storm watch is issued for the potential of accumulated snow of 6 or more inches in a 12-hour period, or 8 or more inches in a 12-hour period, and anyone traveling in the next 24 to 36 hours should monitor later forecasts and be prepared to modify travel plans should winter weather develop here. And hazard weather outlook, day 1 today tonight. Hazard weather expected not anticipated this time, and day 2 for 7. Saturday through Thursday, a winter storm watch on Sunday night into Monday. Wind chill values up to 15-25 below in spots. Alright, take a look at the 7-day forecast. It goes like this. This afternoon, sunny skies have about 13 degrees. Wind chill values as low as 3 below. Winds wind about 9-11 miles per gust size, 26 miles per hour for tonight. Increased skies will around 5 below. Winds wind about 6 miles per hour coming in the evening. For Saturday, still May afternoon, 126 degrees. Wind chill values as low as 4 below. Calm wind becoming 7 and 5 to 8 miles per hour in the morning. Chance of precipitation is 8%. New snow accumulation 1 to 2 inches possible. For Saturday night, snow low around 17 degrees. Southeast wind about 5 to 13 miles coming north after midnight, and winds gust size 24 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 9%. New snow accumulation of 3 to 7 inches possible. For Sunday, snow with areas of blown snow before 10 a.m. Then areas of blown snow after a chance of snow between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. 119 degrees and blustery with a northwest wind about 18 to 25 miles per gust size. 50 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Sunday night, forecast got low about 5 below, blustery skies here. Monday, sighted mostly clear skies, have about 13 low about 4 below. For Tuesday, chance of snow Puck started mostly cloudy sky about 26 low, about 50 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 35%. For Wednesday, chance of still mostly cloudy sky about 31 low, about 8 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 35%. And for Thursday, mostly cloudy sky about 24 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the day. Frigid Friday afternoon and more still for the weekend, dear, especially on Sunday. Peters, you have a good afternoon and goodbye. See you for a 3 o'clock report. Have a good day.